Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Johnny L. Wright, right here at First Methodist Church of Havelock. Bring you Love 54. It's about 11 o'clock on this Thursday. LOVE equals 54. L is Jesus being loyal, O is Jesus being obedient, V is Jesus being what? Victorious. And E is for Jesus being for everyone, and that's equal to 54. We come to you with a devotion, update, and a promise from God. And I also come to bring you my favorite, my Pepsi makes it right. Please and energizing people's spirit inside. Have one with me, ladies and gentlemen. What a difference your day will be. Yeah, I got a 7.5 with you and with me right now. Oh, that's so good. So how y'all doing out there on this Thursday? Beautiful sunny day. Might get up to 70, and I am so happy to be with you. At 7 o'clock, up shining and getting ready for our Rotary meeting, which we had at 7:30. And Jimmy and Sherry did an excellent job with our breakfast, and our members came, and we went over different things for 2026. We had a few losses in our members, the family, but God is still blessing us. I hope and I pray all is well. Then I had my preschool. Oh, those little kids, it just fills my heart as we spend quality time with them. Tell them a little story about Jesus. I'm singing a song, clapping hands, jumping around, doing all kinds of things that makes the world go round. So now here I am with our Love 54. And I want to talk about the greatest C. You know, some people can make C with, the letter C, the greatest C. Let's go to the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 20, chapter 22. For it reminds us as Jesus is questioning and Jesus is responding. The greatest C, the greatest commandment. When the Pharisees heard that he had silenced the Sadducees, they gathered together, and one of them, a lawyer, asked him a question to test him. Teacher, which commandment in the law is the greatest? He said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the greatest and the first commandment. The second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments hang all the laws of the prophet. So we got two great C's. The first commandment, the love of God and the love of your neighbor. Now, when we go back to the Old Testament, in the writings of Exodus 20 and Deuteronomy 5, it gives us those 10 commandments. I would like to take the leisure to mention them, to read them. You shall love no other God before me. He is telling you, no other God. You shall not make idols. What you mean, Johnny? You can't love anything more than God. You can't praise anything more than God. And if it's not of God, don't praise it. Wow, you're rough today, buddy. You shall not take the name of the Lord, your God, in vain. How many times do we hear people swearing and cursing and doing all kinds of other things, and they say, in the name of the Lord? Wow, you can't even swear. Okay? Remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Now, we know about the creation and how God created, but on the seventh day, he rests. Now, I know we work and we have a complex society and we have different shifts and stuff, but I want you to take some time off weekly to spend with God and to praise his only begotten Son, Jesus the Christ. And say, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Holy, Christian friend. Honor your father and your mother. Do we talk to our parents right? Do we have respect for our parents, our grandparents? Are they buddies? They a friend? No, your parents going to always be your parents. And sometimes parents, you wrong. Because, oh, I love it. That child can say anything to me. And you know that's not biblical. There's always a gap. You the parent, that's the child. Keep it in that perspective. I don't care how much you love that child, you're still the parent. And your mother is still your parent, your grandparent. We have to keep those in perspective. Then the children will understand. The grandchildren will understand. The great-grand will understand. Okay? You should not murder. Wow. Murder. Now, it's a murder. Thou shalt not kill. Let's go back to the original. You see, they try to substitute words. Some have the meaning, some have other connotations that could elaborate or not be as poignant. Okay? You should not commit adultery. No. Leave him alone. Leave her alone. You have your spouse. You have your friend. Continue to enjoy what God has given you. There's a lot of jury out on that, okay? You should not steal, but I'm hungry. I need something. Well, ask for it. Work for it. Make it possible. I can't cook. Don't give me that excuse. Learn how to feed yourself. Okay? You should not bear false witness against your neighbor. Oh, I love that car. I love that house. I love that clothes. Oh, I love that Anna. Stop desiring to have other people's stuff. Get out and get your own. Do what you can. If you can't have it, whatever, don't try to be like the Jones. You know you can't do it. And you get angry and upset. Sometimes people do bad things to their neighbor and others. Envy, jealousy. All the above. Or you tell them the story tonight. Today, Johnny? Yes, I am. Okay. And the last one, you should not covet. Those two are very similar. So, stop covering. Stop that. And we should. So now we know the greatest C, or the greatest two C's. But he culminated them, he combined them as well. The love of God and love of neighbor. And upon those two sentences, compound sentences, then we know the rest of the story. And that is love of God and love of neighbor. That is the 10th commandment, a summation of it. Remember that, Christian friend. Amen. Now, let's go to our updates. I like to begin with our birthdays as I continue to call them out. On the 9th, we have Peggy Gayer. On the 11th, we have Gwen Sanford. On the 22nd, we have Jackie Attaway and Sandra McCormick. On the 25th, we have Alice Melody. On the 26th, we have George Russell. And on the 31st, we have Don Lee Nichols. 3 anniversaries for the month of January as well. On the 13th, we have Jimmy and Sherry Sanders. On the 25th, we have Michael and Valerie Kennedy. And on the 30th, we have Rick and Joanne Owen. Happy birthday, happy anniversary to you, and I wish you have many, many more. As I was just talking to our administrative assistant, the flu is around, this weather is tempting, and sometimes it's teasing. So dress warmer, dress in layers. This is going to be nice. I have a couple of layers on it, 4 layers. Yeah, but as it gets warmer, I'll start peeling off. But when it gets a little chilly, I start putting back on. So dress smart. Think ahead. Just because you're out there, and if you're going someplace on a long trip, take yourself something that you can help protect yourself. Because you might come back, it might be a different situation in weather. Also want to talk a little about our sick and shut-in. We have some of our members that's in the nursing home. We have some of our members in the hospital. We have some of our members that are going up for tests. And we have some of our members that are just aren't able to get out. We want to pray for you. We have our list here. And please continue to lift up our members and others that you know. Call them, text them, email them, send a card. That's still fashionable. So I want you to remember God's people, because we all going to get sick sometime. It's not a matter of arby, it's a matter of when. So let's prepare. And we're not doing it to reciprocate. We're doing it because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Just like Jesus took care of us, we need to take care of ourselves and one another as well. And wish the best for our brother and our sister. Amen. Let's talk a little about our food pantry for the month January, they asked for canned tomatoes. We invite you to come and bring some and put it in the sanctuary. We have a basket back there. And Brother Ted and Brother Attaway will take them down to food pantry, East Food Pantry there on Plaza, okay? Then on the other side, on the west side, we have the Pregnant Resource Center, and we're still collecting coins, you know. Might not be a lot of pennies, but you have a few nickels, dime, quarter, etc. Bring it, and we will add those up, and we'll take it to the Pregnant Resource. These are young ladies who are pregnant. These are also young ladies who have had their babies, but they still need a little support. So thank you. I also want to mention about our blessing box, our library box, and now that kids are back in school, we got the backpack blessing, and those backpacks book bags that the kids will receive with food in it, generally on Thursday or Friday, to take home to help supplement them over the weekend. And we thank you for your support. We can't do it without you. The church made contribution to the food bank, and if I'm not mistaken, and then it's all like we get food in return. We get it here and we take them to the area school in which they have signed up for. Amen. So if you know of someone that's in need or someone that lacking, tell them, stop by here at First Methodist Church. We have a blessing box. We have food in all around all the time. We also have health kits in there. So things like soap and rag, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, little small things like that in Ziploc bags to help those carry on that's in immediate need. So please, let us work in concert. Let us continue to help each other as God is helping all of us. And let us continue to pray and lift up our city, our state, our country, our government, our first responder, our kids in school, and our young folks in college and university, those also in the military, and the list goes on and on. And we want to ask a special prayer for those who are playing sport, because sometimes it's getting a little challenging out there, a little rough, but God knows our hearts. So thank you for your support. Now, one other thing I want to mention is that on Saturday, we're going to have our church council planning. We at 10 o'clock in the fellowship hall. So please come, bring your ideas as we march down each month, and we'll make suggestions, and we need your understanding. And whatever you bring, we'll discuss it. And if it's feasible, we'll apply it to the calendar for the year. But we want to continue. Now, remember that one thing that we really want you to volunteer for, which is on the first Sunday. We have our luncheon, and Sister Jackie asking for people to volunteer to help. Not just one, maybe a group of 3 or 4, maybe more, but you come and you fix a lunch, and we work together. It's not all out of your pocket. Let us know how we can help. We're here to help each other. God will bless the church. We want to bless you, and bring a friend, and let us eat, drink, and be merry. Amen. God bless you. God bless you. Now, let me close, if I might, with a promise from God. And this took me quite a few years to understand. Throughout all of my studies and preparation experience in ministry, this really hits home. It doesn't alleviate and doesn't stop me from studying and preparing, but when Jesus sent out his people there, the 12 apostles, then he sent out another group. But one of the things that he said to them as they were going out, he tried to give them encouragement and incentive to face what they will encounter. And one of the things that hit home is in the Gospel of Matthew 10, and picking up there with verse 19, because it really hit me like a ton of break. For it says, when they hand you over, do not worry about how you are to speak or what you are to say. For what you to say will be given to you at the time. But it is not you who speak, but the Spirit of the Father speaking through you. So I invite you to understand that God is with you, and he has given Jesus Christ, his only begotten Son. So prepare as you go before others If you're persecuted, don't worry. That is part of life. And the Spirit will speak to you, your inner heart, your inner ear, your inner mind, and tell you how to communicate. So remember, this has been Johnny Allwright at First Methodist Church of Havelock, bringing you Love 54 on the Thursday, tomorrow Friday. We hope and pray you have a good Friday, Saturday, and go to church on Sunday, all right? Let me get out of here. Love you. I leave you with my pessimist right. See you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.